Jesse is looking for a second date update with a guy named Chris. Hi, Jesse. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent. You want to tell us about Chris? Tell us how it all went down, how you met. We'll go from there.
So, we met on Bumble, and he seemed, like a really cool guy. He has this really cool job in the medical field. He's outgoing, funny, charming, and, so he's like a really good catch. And
medical, funny, and outgoing.
Nice.
yeah, he seemed like such a good catch that I was starting to wonder, what's wrong with him?
What's wrong with him? What's going on here? Why hasn't somebody
boy.
snatched him up? Oh, it must be something big.
Yeah, what deep, dark secret does he have, right?
Did you immediately think his man part must be tiny?
No, my mind was like, is he a murderer? Just because
is he like a Ted Bundy type?
Oh,
she went
you're
dark quick.
Yeah.
You're one of those that sits up late at night watching murder shows.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So we had a great date. The weather was lovely, so we decided to do a hike at Redford Hollow. Nice. And it was so nice, to be outside in the fresh air and actually see the sun. We talked the whole time. We laughed. He was a really good hiking partner, pointing out the things so that I wouldn't trip or, hurt myself. And he brought snacks. He brought
snacks. Well, that's nice. What kind of snacks did he bring?
He brought trail mix, and then he made. I think I forgot what he called them. It was kind of
on a trail.
Well, that would make sense.
Brownie and a cookie type
Cookies.
thing he made.
Oh, that's a big selling point right there.
Mm-hmm.
I like him.
Yeah.
And that's good. That's good. Is that a hiking rule? Because I was told by someone I went hiking with who was trying to teach Jacob about proper hiking etiquette, that if you are the lead person in your group of hikers, that it is your duty that if you come across a place where it would be easy to trip or there was something on the trail, a root sticking up out of the ground, that your job is to say, hey, is that true? Are you supposed to do that, or is that just like an extra kindness that he was providing?
I don't know. I've never heard of that. I mean, I think it's a great rule if it is.
If it isn't a rule, it should be.
Yeah.
I'm more of a watch out for that. Yeah, never mind.
Oh, my gosh.
He doesn't think to warn somebody until after they've already tripped over it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, that's why he's not such a great catch.
There you go.
So we went on our hike. It was wonderful, lovely afternoon. And then after the hike, we went for beers and appetizers, and everything just seemed really perfect. Best date I've had in years, hands down. And I thought he was feeling it too. I thought we were really vibing. So when we left the restaurant, I thanked him and said I'd love to talk to him later. And he was like, yeah. And that night, I sent him a bunch of pictures from our hike. He thanked me, and then that was it. I haven't heard from him.
So all you've gotten from him is a thanks.
Yeah.
No other communication.
No. I feel a little crazy because I was like, didn't we have this wonderful, beautiful day? And was it all in my head? What's going on?
Maybe he's got short-term amnesia where he forgets that he went on this great date with this really cool, awesome chick named Jessie. And every day is like a reset for him. He has no knowledge of the previous day.
That happens sometimes.
Well,
that's a premise for a romantic comedy if it hasn't already been done.
Yeah.
Why are you still single? There's your answer. So have you just sort of backed off, or do you still occasionally send him a text?
Yeah, no. I've definitely backed off. I don't want to
come off like a stalker.
The ball's in his court.
It's much better to call us and let us do that.
This won't be weird at all, getting a phone call from us.
Right. Okay. Well, we're on it.
We're happy to do it.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Our pleasure.
We
got to take a break first, so I'll put you on hold. When we come back, we'll call Chris and see what he thought of Jessie and his date with her as we continue. Jeff and Jen's second date update at Q102. All right, so Jessie went on a date with a guy named Chris. She met him on Bumble. The guy's got it going on. In fact, she's almost suspicious because she's like, why is this guy seems like the perfect catch.
What's wrong with him?
You're right. But turned out he was very charming. They went on a great date and went on a hike. Had fun along the way, took some pictures.
Brought snacks.
Yeah,
he brought snacks.
Trail mix.
And on a trail, no less.
Clever.
She sends him the pictures, and he was like, oh, thanks. And that was the end of it. She never heard back from him again. She reached out once or twice to see, if there was any possibility they might make plans for a future date. That never happened. Now she's calling us. If there's anything else you think we need to know, Jesse, now's the time before we start dialing. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Hello,
Hi, is this Chris?
this is Chris.
Hi, Chris. It's Jeff and Jenn at Q102. How you doing this morning?
Oh, I'm already guessing this is a second date update, right?
Smart dude. You're on it.
Everybody pretty much knows now.
Yeah, I'll play.
I'll play. I love that attitude. Play.
Did you know this was a possibility, getting a phone call from us, or were you hoping this would not happen?
I wasn't expecting it, but now that you're calling, I'm just kind of doing some recalibrating and realizing that I think I know what's going on here.
Yeah, so how do you frame this? Because I get the distinct impression you're intentionally avoiding Jesse.
Well, it's not necessarily. Well, it's not intentional. I mean, there's nothing salacious here. It's just that she believes herself to be an influencer of some kind, I guess.
What, you mean like a social media influencer?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I usually check out social media before the date, but I just kind of wanted to keep it surprise. So I actually checked her Instagram out after she has about 5,000 followers, which I'm like, okay, whatever.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good number. She does some interior decorating, which is good, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like she is in the photos. But she had her phone out the entire time.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's taking pictures in the woods of her boots, of the trees, of the sky, of mud, of sticks, rocks. I mean,
did she get a pic of your trail mix?
I heard that was the hit of the whole
Yeah,
hike,
that's
man.
good
That trail
stuff.
mix.
Yeah, she like put her hand in the trail mix, like, "Hey, look, I'm eating trail mix." It's kind of like an action shot, I guess. I don't know. She took like 300 pictures.
See, I thought she was taking all these pictures for you. I didn't realize this was for the role.
No, it's all for her. Yeah, it's all for her social media page. And I get if it was like a job, but it's not a job. It's like,
I don't know, dude. There are people who make a lot of money doing that.
There's a lot to it. I mean, there's a lot of hard work that goes into planning and, managing and being strategic and connecting with everyone when you're putting together a brand or an influencer on social media.
yeah.
But you're saying it's not her
Yeah, but
main
that's
source
not-
of income.
Well, for me, 300 pictures in the woods. I just enjoy the experience. How can you enjoy the experience when you're busy taking pictures?
Right.
Yeah.
And then we went to the bar. She did the same thing at the bar. She took a photo. It was a photo of the exterior, the interior, the glasses.
Yeah.
It wasn't as bad. But she still.
Okay. Well, let's bring Jesse into the conversation and get her reaction to what you just said, Jesse.
Whoa, a little judgy, but I mean, whatever. I mean, being an influencer is a real job, and it is going to go way beyond paying just my bills someday. I mean, I truly believe that. So, I mean,
What is your main thing, or are you just sort of like a jack of all, whatever comes down the pike?
yeah, I mean, I freelance. I do a bunch of different things, but I've been really focusing on trying to cultivate a following. Right.
Right.
Well, I mean, it definitely is a real job. It takes a lot of time and effort and energy, and it can really impact people in positive ways. So,
I think maybe he's not looking at it as that being false, but maybe, hey, he didn't want to go to work with you for his date. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, can it just be us?
Like if you worked, let's
For
just
a little
say,
while?
let's just say you
Yeah.
worked at the bank, you wouldn't bring him along to the bank for the day and call that your date. You know what I mean?
Although I would
Yeah.
take Jeff to work day one day. Let's just
Oh
see
my
what you do.
God.
That would be fun.
Because when you're having a really great experience, it's like when you start to when you start to look at everything through the lens of social media or just capturing moments that would be cool to share. It's like once you've kind of turned that switch on, it's kind of hard to turn it off because you just become in this state of noticing things. I noticed this, I noticed that, I noticed this. And I mean, I do that. Don't
Yep.
you do that, Tim? I mean,
I do it for social media work on this program.
Right.
I do it for my personal stuff. I do
Right. Mm-hmm.
it for our home renovation stuff. And there are plenty of days I need to have a couple beers and shut her down.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But even when you're having your couple beers and shutting it down, it's like you'll notice something and you
Yep.
have to like go, no, I'm not going to take a picture of it right now.
Yeah.
And then later you might go, damn it, I wish I would have taken a picture.
Yep.
Well,
So get
guys,
it.
yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is something you guys want to revisit. You both sound like very nice people, and if you both agree to go on a second date, we'd be happy to pay for it. It's up to you. Ball's in your court. He's thinking. Mm-hmm.
What?
Giving it a lot of thought. Chris, you still there? No, we
Nope,
lost him.
He's out.
I guess he's out.
I guess it's a no.
All right. Well, I'm sorry, Jesse.
Yeah.
Jesse, you there? Did we lose her too?
She's out of it too. They're,
All
done.
right,
They're
well, I
both
don't
done
know
with
what to
us.
tell you.
They are done with us.
We've been ghosted.
I guess so.
We didn't even get their handle
We're not going to know where to find
for
her.
Instagram, so we could
You're not gonna
follow
be a very
her.
successful influencer if you don't at least put that out there.
Duh, you had a shot on the radio.
Missed opportunity.
All right. If you need our help with the second date update, just send us an email, Jeff and Jen at WKRQ.com.